So Rob, you were just downstairs in Hall H. I've seen enormous movies debuted there with like enormous stars. I've never heard any sort of reaction like you got down there. It was like Elvis-like.
Wow, that is quite good. Elvis-like. No, that was pretty impressive. That was really scary. I don't know. I was really stunned actually. I'm kind of overwhelmed. I'm just like exhausted now.
Is it like the type of scream that makes you want to rip off your shirt and do a little dance and just like point right at the crowd? Or something?
No, not at all. It's a type of scream that thinks, what are you screaming about? Like, I mean, it's like, oh.
Good save.
It's like, yeah, you know, you think you have to give something back. Well, maybe that is what it was. But I reckon if I took my shirt off, then you know, it would kind of the screams would die out pretty quickly.
My favorite comment of the time. You were down there and somebody from the audience screamed, "I love you, Rob," and you said, "Good."
Oh, good. Oh, that's embarrassing. No, I mean, it was really odd. It's just really odd, like, you know, it's the character that they like. That it's like, I don't know. It's just really strange how it has such a connection with girls. It's really bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Now, Catherine and Stephanie got into Bella's Lullaby a little bit. Tell us about what does it sound like?
I don't know, actually. I haven't heard it.
Well, this is your music that you perform.
Oh, yeah, the one I do. I think there's another song which is just one of my songs, which is at another point. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do with it. It's towards the end of the movie, but it's not like really Edward related. It's like I don't know if they're going to use it though. But there was one cut of it the other day which had that song in.
Okay, and like, what's the name? What's it about?
I don't really know. It's just a weird little song. I mean, it's really random, but it comes in at a strange point in the movie. But the lullaby is just, I was just playing the piano randomly and just, I don't know, I guess just trying to come up with something, and they just kept shooting when I was playing.
What is the best and worst part about being Rob Pattinson?
The best part is I don't really know what to tell you. The worst part is you got to work almost every single day, which is something I'm never going to get used to.
So Rob, you just won Best Fight. How did it feel up there?
It made me feel really tough, really hard. I don't think I've ever won a fight in my life. So, no, it was cool.
We're doing a story on last year's movie awards and how you guys were received versus this year. What's the biggest differences that you see as far as the chaos, the fans, the reception?
I mean, it's completely polar opposite. I don't even think anybody knew I was last year. So, but I mean, Cam won. That's crazy. He's won twice in a row.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah. So, Rob, is there an award tonight you haven't won? How many have you gotten so far?
I think it's only 3. We did better last year. It's a disappointment. You know, it's an okay result. I should have been nominated in a few more categories, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at you. Your head is swelled. I knew you when.
I think the tentative time for Breaking Dawn is 4 next year. I think I haven't. Like they may well change that. And depending on how things go, I'm doing a movie called Bel Ami in February, which is an adaptation of this Guy de Maupassant novel, and I'm doing, I hope, a western with Rachel Weisz and Hugh Jackman called Unbound Captives, which sometime like around there as well. I mean, they've got to try and muddle everything around everybody's schedules and stuff.
You'll be a gunfighter?
No, actually, I'm playing a kid who was kidnapped by Comanches when he was 4 years old, and he's brought up by them, and then his mother spends her entire life trying to find me and my sister, and when she finds us, we can't remember who she is and can't remember anything about the Western culture which we grew up in. And I speak Comanche the whole movie. So you can't really be more different from Edward.
Rob, I was just talking to Kristen about movie awards, and you were telling me backstage that you had some other ideas. She said they involved hula hoops, lighters, I don't even know what. What were you thinking, honestly?
No, I mean, I just thought, I don't really like bigging myself up, and I think like the idea of kind of doing this big romantic kiss, like do you know the kiss, like what's his name, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams did. I'm just like I couldn't do that. I'd be so embarrassed. And so I was like, okay, we've got to do something dumb. And then Kristen didn't want to do something dumb.
2 years running now, you have the pressure's on.
Next time I'm just. I don't even know. I mean, there's only so many variations on going like. Oh, and that's about it.
I've seen the first still. Came out now.
I know. Okay. I love how they released that for the first one. It's just like, just give it all away.
So tell me, what are you thinking in this shot?
I think I'm sniffing.
I mean, is it awkward to do those kind of scenes with Kristen? Is it more awkward than doing them with like Uma on Bellamy, which was like a highly sexualized role?
Nah, I mean, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's always awkward in a way doing it with anybody. But at the same time, I mean,
Never like an audience. That's never good for sex stuff.
I know. Like, I mean, it really depends on like how it's staged and stuff. I mean, it's like doing a Twister.
What's the craziest thing you found when you
I like the story about me being pregnant in some Australian magazine. It was on the front page, I think. And it's like, wow, that's just, I mean, and it's not even ironic. It's like, I don't even think the article, I think that was just the headline. The article was just like, nothing. Which is like,
So can we put that rumor to rest now? Are you pregnant?
I am, yes.
Oh, congratulations, you're with child.
Yeah, it's in my armpit because I'm hiding it from everyone.
So you mentioned Water for Elephants. You finished Bellamy. Are you happy with that one? I know that there's a high sexual component to that one. Am I going to see more of Uma naked or you naked in that one? You think?
I think there's a lot of Mike Crack in it. But no, I think there's quite a lot of news here. But I haven't seen anything yet, and it was a very it's such a strange story. I mean, I think it will turn out being pretty interesting, but I have no idea about any of it yet.